I thought we could come back on animal attacks.
Animals.
Animals have like power. Oh man, they're so scary.
Animal attacks.
Don't we have animal
You know what
music?
you know what the scary part about like a bear or something is? The scary part is like he can bite you in one spot and you'll die, and you can bite him. Probably, let's say he was sedated and he was sleeping. You can bite him for like 4 hours straight and try to kill him, and he'll probably fucking come out of the meds and fucking kill you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could just bite him and bite him and bite him.
Bite him
You
forever.
wouldn't even care.
And ever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we got a deer attack.
Oh my god, those are
That's like one of my favorite animal attacks. How did we start? We just start covering all the animal attacks. One day I just realized that's what we do on the show. Whatever.
That was my idea, by the way.
No, well, I started with the
Folks
shark
out there,
attacks
that was
from
my
the first
idea.
fucking episode. Deer attack.
No, it was my idea.
It was my idea to assimilate
That was
them.
my idea. It was really mine.
Oh
Deer-
my
it
God.
really was mine. Deer attack injures a hunter. A Geneva, Ontario County hunter was injured by a deer who struck him in the back early Friday. According to the Ontario County Sheriff's Office, Donald Gard, 62, was walking at about 7:40 a.m. through the woods behind wherever, someplace. He was struck from behind and knocked to the ground by a deer. Deputies said
Did he kill it?
Wait, listen to this. Deputies said a hoof mark was found on Gard's clothing. See, that's a dead giveaway.
Did he kill it?
No, he fired his... Wait. Deputy said a hoof mark was found on Gard's clothing, and Gard, unable to get up, fired his shotgun to alert his nearby brother, Clarence. Phelps Fire Department and ambulance arrived on the scene, and Gard was taken to the Clifton Springs Hospital for treatment. Fucking deer fucked him up, huh?
Yeah.
What do you do if a fucking... I mean,
him.
I feel like I'm not that afraid. Like, a deer is it's pretty fucking big, though. If you've ever been close to a deer...
They're like 600 pounds and they'll stomp you to death.
Dude, and if you've
I'm not kidding you.
if you ever been close to a deer that like you saw it jump or it took off sprinting, it's a fucking powerful animal.
Yeah,
man.
and if
It's
that
like-
deer with its fucking what do you call them? Horns, antlers, whatever the fuck you call the deer's shits.
antlers,
Right, attacked him and it hit him, he should be able to use his metal to like hurt it with acceleration and stuff.
Oh wait, what the fuck is this?
Dude,
Yeah, that next one is pretty brutal.
What's
Holy
that?
shit! All right, are you putting this up on the Facebook?
Yeah, I'll put it
All right,
up.
for
It's gross.
for you guys at home,
Does it show? Does it show his stomped in face?
if you're new to the show, you can call us up 630-599-7827 630-599-7827. Call us up at any point. Fucking bother us. We really are used to it. And you can also fucking get you can play along with the show at our Facebook page. Look for Sunday Evening Overdose on Facebook, or email us at sundayeveningoverdose@gmail.com. I said the phone number like
I
4
wasn't
times.
listening.
You're the phone number.
630-599-7827 630-599-STAR is another way to fucking dial it. Rubs, whatever you want to do. The large, unusually strong animal that bit the head off of a deer near Copenhagen was a dog. So I guess this was a fucking story we didn't know about. But a deer, no, that's not the picture. A deer was found...
That's not
Our
the picture of
intern-
a deer. That's a man.
Our intern is putting up disgusting serial killing pictures on the fucking Ustream again. I guess they found some deer
look
and
at
they
that.
thought,
dude, hold on. Look at the tapestry right next to him. It's really brilliant.
yeah, they
You see it? No, look at it. I want you to look at it in the comments.
I guess they found this deer a while ago, and couldn't fucking figure out what happened. Nobody knows what fucking could attack a deer and rip its head off. And I've got the picture right here. You can check our Facebook page out.
You know
right
what
now
that
and
deer
check it
probably
out,
did?
but
He probably rented a van, tied a rope around his head, and tied the other end to a fire hydrant.
fucking
And
drove
then
away.
he probably just drove full speed. You know what
Oh
I'm
god,
talking
that
about?
guy was so good. I wish we could talk about that every week forever.
We just
The
did.
guy, let's make that a goal. The guy that fucking tied a rope around his neck, tied the other into a fire hydrant, and then fucking floored it in his van till his head popped
But
off.
how special
That
is he
guy's
now
my-
when
that
deers
guy's
are
my-
doing it?
I was kind of disgusted by that at first, and now I'm just so fucking glad that guy did that. Like,
Oh my God, he was the freshest ever.
that was, I mean, but
There's
the
only one thing.
sacrifice-
There's only one thing fresher than what he did. The only thing you can do fresher than what he did is walk into the food court and be like, "Hey, everybody and kids," and shove a grenade in your mouth, and blow your head up. That's the only thing that would have been fresher than what
No,
he did.
dude, the fucking pulling your head off with a rope is way better than that.
Yeah, but
Way
I mean,
better.
it would
And the
affect much
cryptic
more
message-
people.
No, the only thing I'll tell you, the only thing better than pulling your head off with a rope while driving away from it, where
What's
it's
the only
fucking-
thing better than pulling my head off with a
while,
rope?
while driving away, where the other side of the rope is fixed to a stationary object, and then pulling your head off. The only thing better than that is you get up on a ladder, okay, and you've got like a razor wire.
You told this.
Fixed.
You
Did
said
I say this already? Okay.
Yeah.
We did this one already.
Should I explain it to just for real quick, so for people who didn't hear?
Yeah.
You take razor wire, you fix it on one wall, and then have it pulled tight all the way across the room, and have it fixed to the other end on the other wall, and then you take a ladder up so you're about even with the top of the razor wire. You super glue your hands to your head, but you put your arms around the razor wire, so you've got your arms around the razor wire, super glue your hands to the top of your head, jump off the ladder so your head gets cut off by the razor wire, and when somebody finds you, it looks like you pulled your own head off. That's the only thing better.
You might as well trip somebody out. I mean,
That's the only thing better. All right, so let's.
that's
so
why
this-
I don't
they
understand
found that-
suicide. I can't understand why the suicide rate is so fucking high against attempted bank robberies. How does that occur exactly? When you understand what I'm saying, right?
I think what he means.
If you're gonna
Hang on,
fucking
let me
commit
let me
suicide,
translate
yeah,
for you.
translate for
What he
me.
means is, how are there so many more suicides than there are attempted bank robberies? Because
Yes.
if you're willing to commit suicide, why don't you just try robbing a
Bring
bank?
a gun, try to rob a bank.
Well-
You might win, you might not. Do
Because-
what we're gonna do. You know what I mean?
But see, you and me think about killing ourselves because we don't have any money. That's not everyone's motivation.
But it
you know?
doesn't matter.
Like,
if
for
I
some
kill
people-
myself for any other reason, I would try to rob a bank first, and maybe something would come out of it.
That's you though. A lot of people have no interest in that. Possibly get fucking shot in the neck and paralyzed, and then sit in jail paralyzed. Like, ugh.
Yeah, no
Just
thanks.
kill
I
yourself.
heard that jail when you're paralyzed is pretty decent. Pretty decent. You just don't want to. You don't want to be healthy and young.
Who'd you hear that
that's
from?
Right. I heard it from television. I heard it in the television.
So let's get back to this fucking thing. This was in,
That's
where
what
the fuck
Mexican-
was this?
Copenhagen.
Okay.
Copenhagen.
So they found this fucking deer with his head just fucking. Oh God, the picture is disgusting.
It's horrible.
Hey, we of course put it up on our page if
Yeah.
you want to check it out.
Where there's a lot.
This
there's a
dog-
lot of hamsters
this
on the
do-
screen.
this
now.
dog so
What is
ripped-
that?
ripped-
Oh, dogs.
Listen,
Sorry.
This dog ripped this fucking deer's head off. Do you see that?
I would have did the same exact thing if I was a dog.
The nature agency says that they have police permission to shoot the stray dog if they can find it. And they haven't found the dog, but they confirmed by DNA that
No, everybody around
is
there is
it's
crazy.
a feral dog biting the heads off of deer.
No, everybody-
That's fucking nuts, dude.
First off,
And
the-
not a wolf, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, not a wolf.
Yeah.
First off, the police cooked the fucking deer and ate it. And they're just like, when we catch this fucking dog, we're going to kill it. We're going to eat that too. This
I
is
mean-
like in the middle of fucking nowhere where they're just eating everything. They're just using excuses to kill more stuff.
I don't understand where the skull went, and why didn't the dog eat the body then?
It is
like this is
weird,
just
dude.
this is just like a skull removed intact deer.
It looks more like something a wolf would do because wolves will like enter at one end or the other.
Well, maybe
they'll go
he
in the
grabbed the-
anus or they'll
Oh,
go
sorry.
they'll go in the anus or bite the head off and start eating down the neck. I mean, if you look at how much meat is missing there, he ate a good amount of meat.
Maybe
I
he
mean,
had
you
the
know,
fucking
like-
head.
and how is he supposed to
and
bite-
a semi-truck drove by and he got scared and ran with the head.
Yeah, could
mean,
be.
come on.
Oh yeah, he could have
Yeah.
just dragged the head away somewhere and chewed on the ears and shit.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean that's what dogs like to do.
Sorry,
But
yeah, right.
if you look at like the whole neck is missing. If you know what a deer looks like, there's a lot of it missing in this picture.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah,
it
deer. Every time I've seen a deer in the past, they had necks.
it ate pretty good. Yeah. It ate pretty good.
Oh.
Once in a while,
Yeah.
you do see one of those deers where its head is just stuck on the front of its chest, just walking around with no neck. The other deer laughing at it. Hey guys, guys, wait up! Hey, shut up, no neck! Get the fuck out of here!
Oh my god, those deers are the worst.
I know. Those deers look hilarious. You picture what I'm talking
You're
about.
talking about you're talking about the African deers.
No, dude. Just once in a while, you see a deer just fucked up,
Oh.
no neck, just walking
Well,
around with just.
I made
and
a thing
it's
about.
It's got no
things.
neck and a big flat round face.
Yeah.
Just on the front of its shoulders.
Yeah.
A lot of the time,
Shitty deer.
their head
Skinny
just turns
legs.
into a piece of wood that's on a nail.
So, anyways, that's that's that. We had a shark. Is this the only fucking thing in shark news this week?
Sharks are stale as fuck, dude. Man, they ain't doing shit.
They're not
never.
doing shit right
No
now.
shark attack.
Sharks are fucking whack right now.
They're whack.
But listen to what happened in here. A beheaded shark was left to rot on Barmouth, I don't know how you say this, beach in front of shocked locals. Why does everything have to be from another country?
I know what it's going to say next.
Gwynedd Council apologized after a beheaded carcass was left in full view of onlookers over the course of the weekend.
Let me guess the head awoke and bit somebody to death.
That can happen, actually.
No, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
No, the sharks actually, if you do cut a shark's head off, you do want to then separate the jaws from one another. And
how do you do that?
you put both your feet through the back, and you just fucking spread them as hard as you can, and just break its jaws from the back way. You know what I mean?
That's exactly how I thought it was supposed to be done.
It's like if you're trying to set a bear trap. That's basically what you do.
Oh, bear traps are so dangerous when you're
a
drunk.
Bear trap, shark jaws,
you
same
don't remember stuff. Like, imagine that.
Yeah,
you
but
set
that's
bear
so,
traps in the woods.
Sharks
you
are
just
like
drunk and you fucking.
Some sharks are like the dude in the bad fucking guy and the policeman in the Terminator. You know, if you don't separate them far enough, they will just mold back together and start chomping on things.
Cool.
What happened here? The scientist Rob Penrose had intended to take the shark's eyes, internal organs, and parts of his skin for his research, but when he arrived on Saturday evening to harvest the mammal, it was too dark to see its eyes. He cut the shark's head off instead, as a crowd of locals looked on. I'm aware that people were upset by the sight of me removing the shark's head, but it's just unfortunate that the shark washed up at the weekend, and therefore the council weren't available to sort it out and take it away. Trophy hunters had already come and ripped out some of its teeth, slit open the belly, and taken a lot of the stomach contents out, so by removing the head, we were able to put a stop to that. How does that
People that go into the ocean are a completely different type of person than me.
People who live near the ocean are clearly very angry at what sharks have done to us
my God.
over many generations.
No,
And at the first chance you get, they're fucking mutilating
they're
like
like
serial
a cult.
killers.
People that go into the ocean are like a cult. It's like, yeah, I know it's dangerous as shit, but it's just like what I believe.
Yeah, you gotta
it's
go
like,
in there.
Dude, you can't. No, you don't have to go in there.
No, but that's how they fucking feel.
Yeah, I know that's how they feel. They feel a lot of fucking fucked up.
No,
ways.
yeah, no. When I've been down in Florida and I'm like talking about like it just makes me nervous. They're like, no, I need to go in the ocean like every day.
I need to go in
have
the
to be
ocean.
like, no, you
Did
don't,
you know
dude.
that the jellyfish sting is like the worst pain in the world? Oh yeah, but it's cool when you go in there and stuff. Like, no, it's not.
It is
fucking
fun
cool
as
to
shit,
go in
dude.
there.
It is fun as shit.
Yeah, you
It
step
is
on
fun.
you step on a fucking angler fucking fish with some venom.
You know
and
what,
fucking
dude?
Mercs your motherfucking ass.
If you were in the ocean right now, you see I talk like that too, but then when I like get in there, I'm like laughing like a little girl and like jumping around and
That's
stuff,
because
dude.
it's
like
scary.
No, it is scary, but it's also really fucking fun, dude. The rhythm of it, the power of it, is just really fun.
You're the rhythm of it, and you're also the power of it.
All right, what else we got for shark attacks? Is that it?
That's it. That's the only shark thing. It was a human attacking a shark.
Well, that's a nice change.
Do you think the scientist was in cahoots with the wolf that beheaded the deer?
What
too?
I think is that this show made an impact on reality, and we actually turned the tables.
Yeah, we turned the
tides. Exactly, the tides.
You know, we have been speaking out about sharks for a long time.
Maybe they're finally getting the fucking message.
Yeah. And
now we're
just
cutting their
stay the
heads
fuck
off.
out of our towns. Look,
Dude, we just gave them an abortion. Motherfuckers. That was like last week. We gave fucking sharks abortion. Some guy cut like 3 babies out of that motherfucker, and now they're fucking.
no, but he was helping them. He was helping the shark give birth, even though it was
backwards.
dead. He was a fucking traitor, dude.
Yeah.
What do we do with traders around here?
Well, one day we'll be able to feed them to our own sharks.
Or trained sharks.
We still have to get a fucking shark expert on the show and just ridicule them for the fuck of it. All right, what is that? It for animals and sharks and shit?
Yeah, that's all we got for